howdy, partners. Welcome to the opening of the round. I'm going to drop that accent right away. Welcome to the opening of the Roundup Rodeo BBQ, the table service restaurant in Toy Story Land. We've been waiting some time for. Well, it's finally here, and we're going to try it out. We have a nice early reservation. They open at 10:45. That's not breakfast, that's lunch, ladies and gentlemen. So who's ready for a 10:45 sausage in my boot? Let's do it. All right, we're starting with the Prospector's homemade cheddar biscuits with sweet pepper jelly. Okay. They look good. I'm gonna try a little without first, I think. They're like a Texas barbecue version of the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster. So they're not quite at the addictive quality of the Red Lobster ones, but they're close. They're very good. They're nice and fresh. They're real buttery. You can see the yellow butter glistening in there. Or is that corn?
It doesn't say corn.
Or is it cheese? I guess that's the cheddar.
They're cheddar biscuits.
That might be the cheddar. They're real buttery regardless. You definitely pick up not a profound cheddar flavor. Let's get this pepper jelly in here. It gives you a lot of real sweet on the front end, but the jelly's not a profound flavor. It's a little sweetness on the front end, but the biscuit itself is so good and so buttery, and that little hint of cheese that it carries it anyway. It doesn't necessarily need the jelly. I bet they have butter on request if you really want it. They're good. They're really enjoyable. I'm surprised. All right, folks, it's time for some salad, much to Eric's chagrin. Salad's an important part of the barbecue. Everyone always has salad.
You know, a lot of people talk about the most famous barbecue places in the world. They talk about how good their salad is.
I hate to be that guy. In New York, if you have a barbecue, this isn't necessarily the type of salad you put out, but if you don't have potato or macaroni salad, people are going to be mean. You got to have salad.
Which direction are we going?
So the Rootin' Tootin' Tomato, that's watermelon. Rootin' Tootin' Tomato salad is cucumbers, pickled red onions, white balsamic vinaigrette. There's the Rex's romaine and kale salad, which is apples, dried cranberries, pumpkin seeds, and green goddess dressing. And Wheezy's watermelon salad with fresh torn mint. Torn mint is also how I would describe what I'm going through right now. Kevin laughed. That's fine. All right, let's try the watermelon. I want to make sure I get a little bit of that. Who's not laughing at me? I mean, the check clears either way. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to be honest. I don't eat a lot of watermelon. It's not something I have very often. It seems inoffensive. You get a hint, just really a hint of that mint afterwards. Watermelon's fresh and juicy, and I don't think it's going to be the best watermelon you've ever had, but probably hit the spot. I don't know what else to say. It's literally just watermelon with mint thrown on top of it.
Okay, now we have, this is the salad that was eaten by dinosaurs. By the T-Rex in particular.
That's how they went extinct.
Big salad diet, the T-Rex.
You know. They went real light on the green goddess. Super light on the green goddess dressing. I mean, the apple will overpower everything. Well, there's enough of it. No, it's there. The apple just overpowered everything. Nice and fresh, well dressed. I think there was one crouton.
Did you get the crouton?
I had the one crouton. Oh,
the carbs?
No, hold on.
Oh.
There's two. I don't know. Is that 1.5?
Oh, that's way too heavy on the carbs.
Yeah. 1.5 croutons.
Look at this. It's got to be 2-3 centimeters long.
Adequate. Measure it against the ruler.
Yeah.
It's an adequate salad. And then last we've got the tomato salad. That's nice and refreshing. Really nice juicy tomatoes. There's not too. I'm not a big red onion guy, and luckily there's not too much of it. I think just enough to bring the right amount of that flavor in. And they went real heavy on the balsamic vinaigrette, but I'm not complaining. It's very good. There you go. You're going to taste that balsamic quite a bit. That's probably my favorite of the three.
I guess it doesn't really matter if you rank them because you get all three with your meal, right?
Yeah.
So you'll have a choice of all three.
Just inevitably,
But this is the best one?
I'm given three things. I'm going to pick one, right?
Yeah, that's the best one?
I think so.
Okay.
But it may depend on your taste. Like if you like watermelon, I mean, they're all at least good. They're all good enough. We have the kid. We call them kids, but they're also, you know, they're just non-alcoholic refreshments. Molly's frozen iced tea, the frozen cowpoke cocoa, and the Partysaurus Rex. Let's try them out.
Partysaurus text.
Oh, Tex. Sorry, yeah, I'm so used to saying Rex. Can I have a straw from down there? I feel like I'm gonna need it for the frozen thing. Oh my God! I don't know if this is on purpose. If it is, this is a really fun reference. So, before Toy Story was made, Pixar made a majority of their money animating commercials. They used to do, I don't remember this, if you're a kid in the 90s, you might remember this, Tropicana orange juice had that like CGI orange rolling around with the striped straw in it. This was a so I don't know if that's on purpose. If not, it's a hell of a coincidence. Ooh, that is sweet. Some sweet tea. So it's a frozen blend of iced tea and citrus flavors here. So the sweetness is coming from all that citrus. It's very tart. A very tart frozen tea. It's pretty good. I don't know what else. Eric, try it. Give me a second.
I need another
opinion.
shot. I'll sip it out of the side.
Yeah.
You're right. It's pretty tart. I don't think it's that overpoweringly sweet.
All right, let's try. This is the one I'm excited for, the cocoa. Frozen cocoa, she said it's Joffrey's frozen cocoa, and Minute Maid vanilla smoothie topped with mini marshmallows.
Sorry, I'm moving the camera around a lot now.
That is so good.
Is it like the theme park? Is it the water park?
It reminds me so much of the one from the water park. I think it's actually a little sweeter. I don't know if the one in the water park they put in the vanilla smoothie. I don't know. I don't know that that's a thing, but it's so creamy, and it's got that perfect hot cocoa flavor, but it's cold, which is perfect for the next several months here in Central Florida. God, I would have this every time.
It's amazing.
It's so milky and creamy and
incredible.
rich. Yeah.
Yeah, get that one.
But that's my theme park hack. If you're at Blizzard Beach, get the frozen hot cocoa. It's amazing. Wow, I love that. And then, again, for the Partysaurus Tex, we have Minute Maid Premium Lemonade and strawberry puree garnished with gummy candy.
Are there gummies in the bottom of it?
They fell, yeah. They fell to the bottom in there. I don't know if you
Were
can
they
see
on the
it.
top when we got it?
Speaking of tart, it's going to be your standard like Disney food service mixed juice drink.
Oh, man.
Kids. Yeah, they're all like that.
It tastes like a bunch of melted Sour Patch Kids, not gummies.
Yeah. So very tart. Yeah. This is, and what's sad is usually at Hollywood Studios, a lot of the cocktails taste like this.
Yeah.
But let's see if that's the case here at the Roundup Rodeo.
It's like a kid's version of the Magical Star cocktail.
Something like that. So this restaurant is all you care to eat, so they do make you pick 4 sides at first, but the server said they'd be happy to bring the other sides after upon request. So you can try all the sides. Here's our first 4 of the sides, which are going to be the mean old potato salad, homemade red skin potatoes in there, the married spuds, loaded potato barrels, the claw veggie slaw, and the force field fried pickles. I'm starting with that. I got it. Perfectly seasoned and fried. The breading, again, a lot of seasoning. Salty. The pickle itself is fried to the point where it's no longer crunchy. So it's real soft. But you get that real profound pickle flavor bouncing off that salting, the saltiness and the seasoning and the breading. These might be better than the other ones in this park, which, I mean, the sci-fi and 50s primetime ones have always been a highlight. These are as good, if not better. You know how much I love slaw, so I guess let's try this. Let's try this slaw, just the claw veggie slaw. It looks like your standard run-of-the-mill coleslaw to me.
No slaw like claw slaw.
I don't even know what to say about it. It's so standard. I mean, nothing wrong with it. All right, potato. I love potato salad, so I'm very excited about this one. Again, home-style red-skinned potatoes are in here.
Sour cream or something in there?
Usually it's mayo-based. I mean, everyone makes their potato salad differently. Super creamy. The potatoes are the right texture you want them to be. They're not chalky. Nice and smooth mouthfeel. Just a nice cream. I mean, particularly creamy. Like it's a real wet potato salad. Yeah, the potato's so soft. That's very good. And then I know everyone at home is waiting to see how this goes. The married spuds. Is this going to end in divorce? Let's find out. Loaded potato barrel. All it says is they're loaded. What are they loaded with? I don't know.
A greenish cheese with.
I have to congratulate them?
That's what she said.
I know, I heard her.
It is a little green, is it not?
It's green. We don't know what it is. It's good. I don't know what it is.
Is there pesto in there?
Maybe? But maybe you're just tasting what you think you would taste based on the
I don't
color.
know what it is. Yeah. They're good.
They're really nicely seasoned. Like, here's a nice crunchy one down here.
And I just wanted you to photograph that.
Nicely salted. I know some people brought this up in the lunching pad review. Some people apparently like their potato bowers real crunchy. This is the other side. This is how I like them, where they're nice and soft. And the sauce brings a real pleasant flavor. I wish I could tell you what it is.
We don't know.
We'll have to ask. You might be right about the pesto. I don't know. It's a little cheesy too, no?
Yeah, there's cheese.
There's definitely cheese, yeah. So all in all, I mean, the slaw is run of the mill, but these three are real winners. I would have these three again. All right, so now we're gonna have so these are the alternative offerings. So obviously, everyone could get the ribs, brisket, the sausage, and the chicken. But then if you'd like the plant-based, this is gonna be your plant-based offering. So this is the combat cauliflower, the scrumptious bratwurst, and the rip-roaring rib chop, which is barbecue seasoned and glazed impossible chop. And then on this side is the salmon, which is available upon request for somebody. They bring this single serving of it. I'm gonna try the salmon real quick. Comes on a plank. Typical Disney table service salmon. Not in the higher. There are a couple places on property that have a really great salmon dish. This is somewhere below that. The texture's not super flaky. It's kind of a little chalky inside. The glaze is nice. It's got a sweet glaze.
But you're at a barbecue place,
It's
attempting
fine.
to accommodate people.
Yeah. No, if you don't eat meat and you can have fish, this is a fine option. Again, it's not going to change your life, but at least there's something for you to enjoy, and it's good enough. I wish it was a little better, but it's adequate. I would say it's adequate. All right. I'm excited about this cauliflower. It's fine. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, look at the size of that one. So there's a sauce in there. It's a harissa. So for a harissa, it's not very spicy. It's more, it's a zesty. It's not like a hot spice. It's a flavorful spice in there. But I don't even want to scare people with that word because it's not really, spicy is not the word I really want to use there. But the crumble, I don't think the crumble adds anything except texture. I'm not really getting much from it. Maybe a little pepper, kind of. But the cauliflower itself is real soft. It's cooked fine, but it feels like it's been sitting there for a while. I don't know. And we haven't had it at the, I'll say, it hasn't been at the table for that long. So it wasn't super hot either. It was somewhere between hot and cold. I know how I'm going to feel about this. So there's a story to this, the Impossible sausage. My significant other typically will order vegan dishes at restaurants. The one thing she never likes is the Impossible sausage. She hates it. I love it. And so we took Nick, my co-host on News Tonight, we went to Trails End and we got the vegan platter, and she didn't want the vegan sausage. I was like, Nick, could you try it? I want to see if I'm crazy. And he goes, oh my God, I love it. And we just kept ordering the vegan sausage all night. I think it's so good. That'll benefit from the barbecue sauces. So they do have a sauce on.
Ooh, I took a shard to the chin.
Yeah, did you?
Someone dropped a plate 50 feet away and I took a shard.
I felt a piece fly this way. It's the first casualty. Because I was going to say this would benefit really from any of the sauces. It's a little dry, but it's very good. If you can't have real sausage, I think it's a pretty great facsimile. I think it has a real nice flavor to it, a real nice consistency to it that's like real sausage.
I think it's this harissa drizzle, maybe?
No, that's on
Or
the cauliflower.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. So there's, so, I mean, it's good. I would put some sauce on it. We haven't tried the sauce yet. I wanted to see how that was on its own. But there is a sauce again already on that rib chop, the Impossible chop.
With a sugar cane
It is a sugar cane bone, right? Yeah.
Uh-oh, Tom.
And now, folks, it's my pleasure to introduce the roughest, toughest rider in the West to the dyno and give a big roar for the one you've all been waiting for, the one, the only, Party-saurus Tex! Yeah, who turned off the lights?
While you were raving, I'll be raving about this Impossible roast. It's actually very good. Whatever the barbecue sauce is, I don't know if it is the same spicy one. It's super spicy, and I love it. Nice burn to it, but also a nice flavor. It's not just heat. And as for the rib chop itself, it's, again, without having the real thing, it's probably as close as you can get. It's got the consistency of meat. It tastes like a roast.
It's got a bone coming out of it.
It does have a bone.
If you're vegan for ethical reasons,
It's very
this could
good.
be troubling.
This is I would dare say this might be a good place to come if you're going to do plant-based. The cauliflower was okay, but the other two I like. Hey, howdy, hey, it's time for some meat. A big old slab of meat. I love that the paper is Woody's shirt. It's really great. I love when they think of things like that. So, obviously we have ribs, we have brisket, there's a sausage in my boot. It's actually on a stick, guys. I don't know if you know. And then the barbecue chicken with style. Oh, my song's playing. Great. Eric, I'm going to pass you this for a minute so I have room to work. Okay. What should I start with?
There's a sausage in my booth.
Okay, fine. I'm going to figure out best way to cut some of this off.
Do you want to be your number?
I think you're supposed to eat it like a lollipop.
No, there's only 2 of them. There's a table of 5 of us. It's a nice kielbasa.
Better or worse than the impossible sausage you had a minute ago?
Had it what?
A minute ago.
I like that.
You like the, is this better or worse than the
Oh, this
vegan
is better. It's real. I mean, it's nice, high-quality sausage. It's really well seasoned. The casing isn't too hard. There's a nice bite to it. It's really nice quality. That's a winner. Okay. I'm really not supposed to have ribs, but I'm gonna go for it. They're not of particularly good quality. They're kind of fatty. The meat's a little tough.
Try a dot of your favorite.
Which one should I try first?
Spicy.
Want the spicy first? Oh, it's a real liquidy
that's
sauce.
a
I thought it was
little
gonna
more
be.
than a dot.
I thought it was gonna be thicker. I didn't know it was gonna be like liquid. The spicy sauce is real vinegary. It's a very strong vinegar spice.
That's supposed to be like a North Carolina barbecue
Probably.
style. They have maybe the 4th or 5th best style of barbecue in the country. Not bad.
These ribs are junk. I'm sorry, they're garbage. They're not. You know who has? This is going to be super controversial. You know who's had really good ribs in the past? Rainforest Cafe. There's no other reason to eat there. I'm sorry, but the ribs are actually. It's bad when your ribs are not as good as Rainforest Cafe, or T-Rex for that matter. Believe it or not, those are bad. All right, let's do some brisket. They're smoky, but the meat quality is. Maybe they're overdone. It's weird. It's super tender, but
Try it with
the
some
flavor
of the
almost just comes
classic
across
sauce.
as like overdone.
Overdone.
Like the tenderness of the meat would indicate it's going to have a really good, enjoyable flavor, and it just tastes like it's been smoked to death. This is the classic. Their classic sauce is pretty good. Really tangy. The brisket
No
is.
vinegar.
I don't know. Eric, try some brisket. I want a second opinion.
Right away, like it's skinny. There's no real smoke ring. There's like, it's just all kind of.
Do you want anything?
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good and it doesn't taste good. I thought it was going to be way less tender based on how it looked, but it tastes how it looks.
I don't really taste anything.
Right?
I'll try that.
I thought it's over smoked. I just get like a smokiness to the point of
just
making it
doesn't taste
unenjoyable.
I think maybe because there's not enough fat on it. Maybe.
It's just overdone meat.
Classic sauce is very good.
Yeah.
The brisket is
Yeah.
forgettable.
All right, chicken. Chicken looks like it'll be good. Oh my God, that's dry.
Is it?
Is there a desert behind me? Because then it's in beans. This is a much thicker sauce. So the spicy one is real liquidy. This is more what I was expecting consistency-wise. Chicken's still not good, but the sweet sauce is very nice. I mean, as you would guess, it's sweet. Reminds me of McDonald's barbecue sauce, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I like McDonald's barbecue sauce. So the only meat we liked was the sausage. This is rough. Honestly, I'd rather have the salmon and the vegan food. I'm perfectly honest with you, that was all better than 75% of this dish. The sausage is very good. The rest was, I mean, it could change over time because it does feel like they're just not cooking things well, but maybe it is a quality of ingredients thing too, I don't know. But it's...
The brisket in particular looked pretty, like we got pretty lean cuts, right?
And there are places on property that do barbecue in this style, and it's like, I think about Trails End, or I think about Whispering Canyon, those places where you're doing the same style of service, and it's still a theme park, but at least it's all good enough, it's all edible enough. For this to be a notch below is disappointing. It's very disappointing. All right, here are the alcoholic cocktails, the grown-up drinks with alcohol, as they call them. I'm going right for the grown-ups PB&J, which I assume is this one. All right, Eric, I'll bring it over to this side.
Yeah, it's got stuff on the bottom.
That's the jelly, I assume.
Jelly.
That's the peanut butter one.
Yeah.
So again, frozen screwball peanut butter whiskey, oh, the best. Minute Maid vanilla smoothie mix, which is going to be that's that awesome smoothie mix from the other drink we like, the cocoa, and grape jelly. Oh, that's good.
That is a look of satisfaction.
I have got to start making more frozen drinks with my screwball whiskey. If you've never had screwball, it's real smooth and it's a profound peanut butter flavor, like as if peanut butter has been liquefied. No other ingredients almost. So you get a hint of that jelly here. You get that milky, so the peanut butter whiskey hits that milkiness of the vanilla, and then with a hint of grape on the back end. It's very enjoyable. And I think it's just the right amount of grape. There's not a lot, it's just a little hint. I would have this every time. But honestly, like, the kids one is as good. It's as good. But this might make Hollywood Studios a little more palatable afterwards. Especially with Rock and Roller Coaster down. What did he say? Is this the snake eye margarita?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. The sauces are vegan. So, but the spicy sauce that was on the roast was really good. No?
It was really good.
Yeah. And it's different from the spicy sauce over there, I'm pretty sure.
Feels thicker.
Yeah, it's a thicker sauce. Anyway, back to so this is, I'm not a big margarita guy, but what's funny is we had a manager come to the table and he pretty much perfectly nailed this in that we talked about earlier how that juice drink was very similar to a lot of stuff you'll find at Hollywood Studios, especially the alcoholic stuff. Everything's got that thick, syrupy, all their fruity cocktails have this thick, syrupy taste. This does not, because he said they're doing what, compressed watermelon? So this is light and refreshing and has a great watermelon, like fresh watermelon taste.
It's not overwhelmingly sweet.
It's actually only just a hint of sweetness.
Yeah.
I love this. I now understand why they keep recommending this to everybody. This is fantastic. Easy drink, super refreshing. Going to be great for summers at Hollywood Studios. Rodeo Mule is Tito's handmade vodka, lime juice, cane sugar, and Fever Tree ginger beer. It's another nice, light, and refreshing one. It's a lot of lime, and the ginger beer is... The lime and the ginger beer are the dominant flavors for sure. I guess I taste a little bit of the vodka. And there is the sugar for sure. It's super sweet. I'm impressed though. Again, this doesn't... So many places at Hollywood Studios have these pre-mixed kind of syrupy drinks.
Clear out of your way to make room for the other four sides, or still kind of way out here.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, even better. Thank you. Thank you.
for as bad as the food has been in many cases, the cocktails are really a step above a lot of stuff in this park, other than Brown Derby. This is another well-made cocktail. All right. Rum on the Range. Chocolate rum, rum chata liqueur, chocolate, and toasted marshmallow. It's a yard sale again. They only got 2 of these working. So rum on the Range. Selva Ray chocolate rum, rum chata liqueur, chocolate, and toasted marshmallow. Wow, that is chocolatey. You know, as a kid, when you put too much of the Hershey syrup in the cup and afterwards you're like, I overdid it. Well, got to live with my decision now. A little bit of that going on here. Definitely picked up the toasted marshmallow flavor. So it tastes a little bit like, it's like a subdued version of the non-alcoholic cocoa with a hint of marshmallow. I definitely get the rum chata on the back end for sure. This is a fun dessert drink. I like this one too. I would order that again. Winian Whiskey Lemonade. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, April liqueur, strawberry puree, lemonade, and basil. So the star of The Great Mouse Detective is in this. Kids, look it up. Wow. This is fantastic. Another easy drink. On the sweet side for sure. I guess I get a little bit of the strawberry. Definitely taste the Tennessee whiskey. But it's not an overbearing lemonade. You do get a little bit of strawberry for sure. It's another refreshing. This one, because of what's in it, is a little more akin to those thicker syrupy cocktails, but it's so well mixed that I'm not disliking it. It's pleasant. It's a pleasant drink. All right, last one up. The Rattler Rum Punch. It's Bacardi Superior Rum, orange, pineapple juice, lime, and passion fruit, garnished with a sweet and spicy rim. Oh, wow.
Okay, thank you.
The rim's got a kick. And you get that sweetness of it, too. Oh, man. That rim maybe should be on a couple of the more tasteless options on the menu, maybe. Use that as a seasoning. It can't make the brisket worse. Yeah, I mean, orange pineapple. I was going to say it tastes like halfway to a pog juice. Kind of like almost a pog juice with rum. This one's probably a little too much for me. I may not drink this, but I feel like other people are really going to like this one. So in total, I mean, that's my least favorite, and I still think it's good. What was that?
Cocktails are a home run.
The cocktails are the best thing here. And even the kids, I mean, I said the same thing for the kids' drinks, too. They did a really nice job, whoever did the drinks. These are some of the best cocktails at studios outside of Brown Derby. Which these themed restaurants are kind of known for their pre-mixed, kind of syrupy cocktails. These seems like a real concerted effort went into these, and I love them. I really love them. Time to try the rest of our reach for the sides. Now we have the campfire roasted vegetables. Those look good. Slinky Dog mac and cheese with crushed goldfish. You could tell because one of them almost survived his smile. You could see he's still smiling. There's more than I could say after the meat plate. The Buckin baked beans, which are plant-based because that's not pork. That's actually jackfruit in there. And then the cowpoke corn on the cob is grilled street corn. A little bit of jackfruit. Those are solid. The sauce is real tangy. The jackfruit, if you didn't tell me that was jackfruit, I would have thought it was pulled pork. And the beans are well cooked. That's a solid side. Nice heavy pork. Not that it matters. They bring you more of anything you want. All right. Let's try some veggies. They're all cooked well. They didn't overdo it with the oil. Maybe the oil's sitting at the bottom. That broccoli was a little more coated than the other things were. That's a nice solid option. Nice fresh grilled vegetables. They didn't again, at Disney especially, I always feel like sometimes places overdo it with the oil on that. In this case, they really didn't.
Did you want some?
Eric, this pasta supposedly has been specially sourced to be real springy, like Slinky Dog.
That's what they said.
That's what they said. It's not really working because it's kind of cooked into a solid mass.
Yeah, these don't look like individual pieces of springy pasta. It looks like
They've
a pasta
become
cake.
a solid mass. Once you get through this like hardened top layer, it's actually very good. The cheese is so creamy, and there's so much of it. They're really doused, like completely covered. And the counterbalance of like the salty goldfish cracker with it works really well. This is very good. Once you get through the top layer, you can see there's even like a difference in color. You see like a white creamy cheese down below, and it's really it's turned yellow up top. It's quite good. But as for the springiness that was supposed to be there, I'm not seeing it.
Corn.
It's corn.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. What cheese is on there? Does it say?
It just says it's a street corn, so I'm on the drink side. Just grilled street corn.
I think it's really good.
What did you usually do? Like a cotija?
Yeah, I think it's
Would
that,
be the
that
cheese?
cheese.
Yeah.
Like it adds like I don't know, it has a lot of flavor, like definitely like a saltiness to it for sure. Take one more bite.
How's the corn cooked? Is it nice and easy enough to bite through?
Mm-hmm.
Could you eat it if you had braces?
I mean,
You're not supposed to eat any corn on the cob with braces.
I wouldn't recommend it because you will leave with the corn. Again, saving it for later if you want. But I mean, the corn's cooked well. It's definitely like, what's the word I'm trying? Like juicy on the inside.
It has the juice.
It has the juice.
So is it like a big lump with knobs? It has the juice.
It's all of the things.
We're just gonna have TikTok trends rate our reviews now.
But I think it's really good. There's a little bit of spicing on there, but it doesn't make it like spicy. It's more just like a slight kick of pepper. The cheese definitely is like the thing that's coming to me the most in terms of the toppings. And I think there's cilantro on here, but it's not coming through too much. So if you don't like cilantro, then don't worry.
A lot of people don't.
But if you do, I really like it. So I wish I could taste it more. But I think this is one of the best sides I've had actually so far.
Okay.
Really
In the sake of fairness, so the married spuds came out differently, and this makes more sense, right? If they're married spuds, 2 different toppings, thus the name. So we had the greenish sauce before. I didn't have this cheddar cheesy looking sauce. Was not there, but we're gonna try it with those now.
Tangled, Moana, Frozen. Yeah, pretty much any of the Pixar movies. Animated Disney.
Just a real thick, rich cheese sauce, cheddar. But it's very nice. I wonder if we have them together, what that would taste like. Let's marry the spuds. Bringing that rich cheddar with the pesto, and then the tots are cooked perfectly. This might be my favorite thing I had so far. This might be my favorite.
You want to talk about brisket?
I want to
give the
retry it.
brisket a
Some people at the table said the brisket wasn't that bad, and so I want to see.
These look a little bit bigger than the pieces.
These
we got,
look,
more fat.
they look better.
Yeah, and with sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the sauce on it. We like the sweet one. Let's do the sweet one.
Very kind. Very sweet.
Very kind, very sweet. This brisket's definitely better. It's too fatty for me. I don't know. It's fine. I definitely wouldn't eat it dry. I mean, not that you should. It's a barbecue restaurant. That's the idea, but I still don't think it's good. I wouldn't give it a passing grade, but
It's not going to win any barbecue competitions.
and it's not like we're reviewing theme park food, right? It's not about winning competitions. It's about the experience being good enough to be worth the price you paid. And that's not how I feel about this brisket. Here are the Chuckwagon Desserts, including Bo's lemon and blueberry cheesecake, Billy's chocolate silk pie. You're on the wrong end, bro. There's your lemon and blueberry cheesecake. Billy's chocolate silk pie, Goat's apple pie, and Gruff's peach strawberry pie. And then for the Lil Riders, we got cupcake a la Forky, my personal favorite. It's gooey chocolate cake, graham cracker, buttercream, and sugar cookie. And as you can see, they have different faces, so you may all get different Forky faces. Should I start with cupcake a la Forky? It's the one we've talked about. It's the one we've talked about the most. I don't think you can have like all three pieces together. The cookie's got to come out.
Oh,
Thank you. I've destroyed this.
So the Forky is a cookie.
Yeah. It's a good cookie. The frosting for his face is just so hard. The cookie itself is perfect.
It's like a printed on frosting, right?
Yeah. I think this is like a gummy string. Almost like Swedish fish. Based on the ingredient list, it's not supposed to be anything outrageous. It's a very good chocolate cupcake. Like the cream, nice sweet chocolate cream, yeah, it's a gooey chocolate cake. The cake is super moist, really rich. It's one of the better Disney cupcakes I've had in its defense, so I think kids will be happy. All right, let's bust into these. Lemon and blueberry cheesecake. I need a napkin somewhere. Lemon and blueberry cheesecake. Very tart, as you would expect. Fresh blueberry, though. There's chunks of blueberry in there. And then graham cracker at the bottom, which I didn't really get to, but it's fine. I wish there was a little more flavor to it. The tartness, the lemon tartness kind of overtakes everything. Like I tasted I could feel the chunks of blueberry as I was biting into, but I didn't really get a lot of blueberry flavor. The lemon just overpowers everything. Chocolate silk pie. Essentially like a really nice chocolate mousse with a whipped topping on top, and it's of a good quality. I like this one. Just a nice rich milk chocolate flavor, that chocolate mousse like texture. There's crumbs at the bottom. I didn't really taste them, but they're there. Yeah, they don't really do anything except change the texture, but that one's solid. I like that one. This is the apple pie. like chunks of apple from a can with pie filling. You get that graham cracker, a lot of graham cracker on the back end, and a lot of cinnamon flavor too. I wouldn't get this one. I'm not a big apple pie guy though, so I may not be the best judge, but I don't think that's very memorable. Peach strawberry pie. This is the vegan or plant-based, I should say. Wow. Chunks of strawberry and a real sweet gel. Nicely accented by whatever the whipped topping might be. Gives a creaminess. Again, one of the plant-based things is better than half of the regular. I would have that before I would have these ones. So this would be my...
That's the apple
This
pie.
is my
Blueberry
ranking.
lemon. Okay.
Yeah. So my ranking is Cup and California, the silk pie, the vegan strawberry thing, the blueberry lemon, and the apple. I'd actually even do this. That would be my ranking, as if it matters. But yeah, these 2 or 3 are fine. I'd stick with these. First of all, we didn't get these coming in, but for kids and adults, there's an activity sheet. And there's 5 different ones where you can answer all these trivia, and there's all different questions on each of them. And then also you could draw your favorite toy. This is cute. I love when they do custom activity stuff for each venue. It's great. But in total, so thematically, like if you're a Toy Story fan or your kids love Toy Story, I think you're going to want to come here. I think the price is not outrageous considering it's all you care to enjoy. So even though everything we had wasn't great, you can order more of the things you do like, and you're not going to leave hungry, which is, good at that price point. Again, a majority of the sides were very good. The bread, we liked the bread a lot. The cocktails were fantastic, and desserts were, half the desserts were solid. So all in all, it's fine. It's going to tick a box for people. It's good that there's added dining capacity at Hollywood Studios. And, for people with kids, families, or people who are just really big Toy Story fans, it's going to tick a box. Is it going to be the best meal of your Disney World vacation? Not even close. But it'll probably be one you remember, at least just for the interior and the fun experience. Kids get to ride in on the little stick horses and other little touches like that. And the servers and the cast are super into it. I think the cast for me has been the highlight. They, when Andy was coming, everyone froze, and they're super into like the Partysaurus Tex rave and all that. The cast, as they do with most things, makes the experience, I think. And so I would say, again, so long as you're a Toy Story fan or your kids are, it's worth a try. There's enough edible in that you can order pretty much everything on the menu